Hey and welcome to map 9 of Doom 64. This is even simpler. As we raise up into the arena here, run over to where the super shotgun is and grab it for your dear life. Because you're going to need it. If you try to do this with the single barrel shotgun, you're just going to get hit by the rockets from the many mancubus around this arena. There's really nowhere for you to hide at the start of all this, so you've got to clear out mancubus as quickly as possible. I'm going to take you down. So once we kill this final mancubus here, the stairs will raise, we can actually leave the arena, but a bunch of new enemies are going to spawn in, which is not really good for Doom Guy's long-term health. A bunch of Hell Knights, a few Caco Demons, so we want to make sure we get rid of as many of these as quickly as possible. I personally advise just staying on the outside here. Going into the middle means you'll just get hit by all the fireballs that get shot into the middle after you. Yes, it is pretty nasty on the outside here, but at least you can kind of control the flow of the enemies here a bit more because they have to walk towards you. Whereas if you go and stand in the middle, they're just going to be shooting at you through the windows and you're not really going to know where they're coming from. Plus we can use the walls on the right hand side here to stop the enemies in the middle from hitting me. So we're doing a lot of good defensive work here. So while there's only one Hell Knight left, I'm just going to go around and quickly grab all the goodies here. There's a bunch of things you can grab that will really help you, because the final wave, in my opinion, is horrible. It's really nasty, because if you've not seen the Pain Elementals in this game yet, and if you haven't been to that secret level, then it is a very, very, very nasty enemy to encounter in this one, because it shoots out 2 lost souls at you at once. Not just 1, but 2. And yeah, so I'm just going to go around and get rid of them as quickly as possible. And you can see here already there's a few lost souls here because this one here has been helping itself to reproduction of lost souls. We do not stand for that. So there's a bunch of Barons of Hell who are running around the middle. But you'll notice these things here. So it's interesting, in Doom 64 there are no Revenants, but there are kind of nods to them all over the place. Because those kind of sound like Revenants. And later on you'll be seeing some rockets that can fire from certain walls that kind of resemble the Revenant rockets. So even though the Revenants don't make it to this version of Doom, they are kind of here in little ways around the place. But you'll also notice that we were dodging those arrows that were shooting out of the wall. So yes, there's a new environmental hazard for us to keep an eye on in this game. Get rid of you. Let's go. I think that's going to be the end. No, there's one more over here. And that's the end of the level. But you can see it was not plain sailing. It was a fairly nasty level. There was a whole bunch of new enemies that most players probably wouldn't have seen on their first playthrough if they hadn't gone to the secret level. It is a very fun level to play through, this one. Very intense, and it introduces a lot of new enemy types for players who on the Nintendo 64 and some new hazards. Let me know what you think of this Dead Simple clone. Do you think Even Simpler is a good level, a bad level? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.